Every time she took tourists past this stretch of water, she would throw a huge piece of raw meat into the lake, because somewhere in there was a giant alligator. She was hoping the bait would make it show itself. But even though she came here every single day, the alligator never appeared. What she didn't know was, one day that same alligator would save her life. On these islands in the Florida Keys, Eda's family looked like they were running a normal tour business. But behind the scenes, they were smuggling for the mob. They didn't sell the goods. They didn't ask questions. They only handled transportation. And for years, everything went smoothly. Even the local sheriff was on their side. But then, the aging mob boss decided to end his own life, and that's when everything fell apart. Eda's parents went to meet him at the agreed location. This man had ruled Miami's underworld for decades, but now sickness had pushed him to the edge. He was ready to die on his own terms. He called them there to say goodbye, not only because they had worked together for over 10 years, but because he wanted them to look after his children. After he was gone, before he died, he called in his two sons and warned them about Elias. Elias had once been his right-hand man. No one questioned his loyalty, but the old man knew something. The moment he died, Elias might turn on them. And he was right. Elias was never really a follower. He was more like a lone wolf. Once the old boss was gone, there was nobody left to control him. Not long after, Eda's family got an order to pick up a shipment, but they had no idea what they were walking into. When they arrived and saw a group of young women, they froze. This wasn't cash. These girls had been trafficked.
Yours. Off!
We don't transport human cargo.
No? Okay, not yours.
We'll take him! We'll take him!
And when the men threatened to throw them into the ocean, Eda's father had no choice but to go along with it. But on the way back, a border patrol helicopter suddenly appeared overhead. They ordered everyone to stop the boat for inspection. With no other choice, the smugglers put on their masks and prepared to make a run for it. Then, at the last second, a speedboat came out of nowhere. It shot across the water, pulling the police away from Eda's boat. The officers opened fire and damaged the speedboat's engine. The woman on board raised her hands, but she didn't panic. Instead, she looked over at Eda and the others as they escaped into the distance. Once she knew they were safe, she flipped the switch. Suddenly, seawater started spraying everywhere. The officers realized they had been tricked, but when they turned back to chase Eda's boat, the woman hit the switch again. The engine came back to life, and the speedboat took off. Meanwhile, Eda and her family had a much bigger problem. They had no idea what to do, with all the kidnapped girls in front of them. Then Eda made a choice. Kind one. After her father was pulled back onto the boat, he realized how serious this was. He warned Eda that she needed to think about the consequences, but it was too late. One by one, the girls jumped into the water and escaped, and in that moment, Eda's father knew their family was finished. The mob would come after them. When they got home, he immediately started packing, but Eda just sat there, completely frozen. She still didn't understand how bad things